Welcome you all for this edition 30 of Khetivalah in English language, and we have today our speaker Dr. Narasimha Nakshathri with illustrious career and a long experience in agriculture intelligence. He is going to talk more about marketing aspects today. Before we do that, we will introduce ourselves first. Organizers, can you bring up the slide deck of Khetivalah introduction slide?
Siddharth, start sharing.
Okay, we'll just wait for a minute before we continue.
Okay.
Yes, organizers, we can get started. You can begin the program.
Okay, sir. So, good evening, everyone. I am Siddharth, your today's host. I welcome you all to today's KV Dialogue session, which is our 30th session. Our topic for today's discussion will be agri marketing and emergence of supply chain in India and few success stories. So, our moderator for today will be Dr. AT Kishore sir, and our today's speaker is Professor Narasimha ji. We will start the session after this introductory slide. So now I am handing over this session to AT Kishore sir. We'll continue with the introductory slides.
Thank you, Siddhant. At the very outset, a token of gesture of appreciation to the speaker, sir. This is from Khetivalah and all the attendees. Before we really forget during the middle of the discussions. And so before we hand over the floor to the main speaker of the day on agriculture marketing, we would like to explain who we are and what we do and why we do what we do. Khetivalah is a brainchild of our founder K. Lakshman, and idea is to connect all the like-minded people who like farming industry, otherwise the food on our dining table is missing, so it's very important. So as a gesture of gratitude to the farmer, these initiatives have come. There is something called Haldari Communications Private Limited and also Haldari Khetivalah Foundation. It's predominantly in South India now and it is going to expand. Next slide, please. The operations around Khetivalah program are organized in these many different um, activities that you would see in detail. Next slide, please. I would go from KhetiKendra, the second one listed, and then come back to KhetiCorner later. So KhetiKendra is a center of excellence in mandals. Group of villages is a mandal, and the way the knowledge is exchanged, the best practices, and the farmers get insights, and that's they get educated and become more productive in their work. Kheti Kalyan is looking after the connectivity between the farmer and those who want to fund a particular program from time to time. And Khetivalah acts like a platform to bridge the gap between them, bring them together onto common stage. And there is an Agri news, including the kind of dialogue that we do here would be a digital repository for future. It will be part of the news. And Kheti Purashkar and also Kheti Summit might happen in the same event. It's like a 3-4 days event somewhere in a big city where we bring all the agriculture machinery manufacturing companies like Amma and also the people who are involved in say modern practices like organic farming or using drones for agriculture, all these people there. And it will also be an occasion to thank the people, recognize the people who have contributed to agriculture cause. And KV Dialogue, as we are doing today, it is the 30th episode of the every weekly program. This has been happening since more than a year. And Kheti Kosha is recognizing the fact that India has 179.9 million hectares of land and do some kind of introspection, how much of that is effectively utilized. That's where Khetivalah wants to perform its role. Next slide, please. Kheti Dialogues, as you know, there's now we are doing this dialogue and where we bring in experts like the present today's speaker and subject matter experts. It also helps in feedback and collaboration and inspiring accountability and innovation in the subject. And we keep on changing the subject to bring the attention of the attendees time to time. Okay, next slide, please. This is a magazine priced 150 rupees. And it has all the activities that Khetivalah does, including whatever we explained as different activities. And also it has something to interest the children and women as well, special focus topics there. I really strongly advocate people putting this magazine on your teapoy and also on the agriculture universities and the centers of excellence like Mandals, the Kheti, what we discussed just now in those places too. Okay. Next slide, please. KhetiCorner, as I mentioned yesterday, there was a agriculture marketing related discussion in one of the speakers in Telugu. He wanted farmers to become like entrepreneurs and keeps their own cold storage. And here it is not exactly that farmers doing the job of the aggregators, but here it is helping a farmer whatever he needs tomorrow to reduce his stress levels, because at the end of the day farmer is a human, and if you can take care of him, this is a broad idea for the KhetiCorner, and this is going to be very successful concept going forward. I'll just take this call and continue. Okay, let's continue. Please go to the next slide. So this is something interesting, and I would like to focus on Conclave for about 2 minutes, and it's about all the subject matters. Like the next page illustrates the 15 different topics. Each day there will be a focus on one topic, and then there will be 48 speakers, 30 minutes each in a day, back to back throughout the clock. And the interest will be to bring together the whole planet Earth, like 10 lakh attendees, because it's a virtual medium, and we would like to involve number of companies. Next slide, please. The topics would be like women empowerment and also economy and millets and technologies like IoT, machine learning, AI, agri-tourism and bamboo, all those fisheries, many topics listed here. And we want to touch 250 universities, 25 countries, and 100 plus agricultural non-government organizations and 150 agri companies, and many more such things we intend to do. 720 slots and 100 and plus agri tech companies involved in these activities. Next slide, please. I don't want to brag about myself, so quickly from agriculture point of view, I have written a book chapter on precision farming and also contributed to writing agriculture standard for the unmanned aerial vehicle, how it has to be used for India. Okay, next slide, please. And so this is our learned scholar, Professor Narasimha Nakshathri. Karkada, sir, President of Akhila, Bharatiya, Grahak, Panchayat, and Karnataka Prant mentor, Agro and Food Processing Experts Committee member, board advisor of freshon.in. I went through the website, it looks interesting. It is online. And also, he was a former vice chancellor, and sir would be enlightening us about market aspects, agri marketing, and emergence of supply chain in India. A few success stories. So now onwards, sir, the floor is yours. You are the co-host. You can share and enlighten us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kishore. I think I am so much happy and Khetivalah's so many initiatives like KhetiKendra, KhetiKorner, Khetivalah Kalyan, Khetivalah Dialogue, Khetivalah Puraskar. I do not want to say so many things. I think such a short time, lot of things have happened in this the group, and I am happy to be here and to be with you. And it is my fortunate that we met a few days back in one of the session in Bangalore, and I am grateful to you. So now what I will do is because I don't want to say about myself, and I want to go through some of the slides, and also I will go impromptu some of my experiences and with the agriculture marketing. I come from a background of agriculture and studied in Bangalore and Dharwad, and I worked with the White Revolution with Dr. Kurian for several 2 decades, and I worked in almost every corner of the country for the White Revolution, that is the milk cooperatives, and also the oilseeds cooperatives, and several initiatives of NDDB all over the country. And also, I happen to be the one of the NDDB's the initiative of Safal Fruit and Vegetable Auction Market, which we started in Bangalore in 2000, and also it is an initiative started after that only this all this retail market like Reliance Fresh or more or anything else, it has started later on in a big way. Most of the people were trained in that the supermarket. They are holding the key positions and they have also become the entrepreneurs. And also one more opportunity I got in my career in 1990 is about the gherkins. I did a mini cucumber, which we introduced in India. Earlier used to be in different part of the country through the contract farming with the buyback arrangement. We used to grow with the farmers. Today also I am consulting to several companies, which was there with the Balapur Group as a global Indian company. I was handling that, which has benefited the farmers in thousands and thousands. And It is also helping the farmers, the economy, farmers' revenue, and also exchequer to the government. With this small background, I will go ahead and I will just talk about few things on this current scenario. We all first know that globalization, privatization, liberalization, everything has happened. It has helped the economic development of the country. But it is equally true that the entry of these so many foreign countries have come. The government have also helped them. Rules and regulations have changed. But at the outset, the most important, the component of the country, that is the consumer and the farmer, they are still getting exploited. I think this is the one point all of us, we should understand that. So India has to become a superpower, no doubt about it. For that, it should be enough possibilities to be market of the local market has to develop itself, so that the wealth will not go outside. And also it is important that society to understand that buy any product locally, and society can understand buy and any product which is suitable to us and make by local producers. This has to be more and more, it has to be understood by the people, so that the money will not go outside the country, and as our money will remain with our country, as a result, economic growth of the village, city, or the country, and wholly our country will get strengthened. In recent years, our country has made a remarkable progress towards achieving food security for growing population, but the access to each and every individual in getting the safer and nutritious food is a question mark still. I think that's a true, everybody should understand that. Global crisis hit hard the production of food, including the rise in the prices, the COVID period, the availability of the better and safer and healthy diet to every individual is a challenging task even now. Now, let us see that how that can be intervened. So the government has taken up several initiatives. Private institutions like Khetivalah is doing now, and a lot of initiatives are being taken up in several places. But sustainability, it is one of the very, very important factor all of us we should understand. See, objectives of the sustainability is to utilize the natural resources. I think I saw that organic farming, which was mentioned there. So natural resources is such a way that they can regenerate the productivity and also minimize the harmful impact on the ecosystems beyond the field's edge. The human societies must live and meet their needs without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet the needs. What is happening to the agriculture, especially the sustainability of agriculture? What are the important things? One is the soil management. I think I go on my own my own colleagues, those who are working, they started the soil compost and all this in a big way in happening in Bangalore and Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So the soil degradation, use of more and more use of chemical fertilizers, monocropping, that is becoming a soil management is one of the most important sustainability in agriculture. Second, of course, the crop management. There are several companies, several interventions are happening. The universities, pesticide companies, fertilizer companies, agriculture and horticulture department, they're all doing that. But the next, the important is the water management. What is happening to the good quality of the water? Not only for drinking, even to grow the crops. The water table is going down. Either we are facing an acute shortage of the water drought, or this year we have got a flood. So we have faced a lot of issues regarding the getting the crop grown for the exports this year, last 2 years. This year, again, because of the flood, we are having a problem. We grow with some 3,000 farmers, the gherkins, I consult them. And the next is the disease and pest management. And in addition to that, in the urban areas and even the rural areas, the waste management. What are we doing with our waste? Especially I'm talking about the plastics that is being used. It is all going to the ground. It is all now, I don't know what is happening to the soil now onwards. So these are the 4 or 5 things which we need to address as a sustainability in agriculture. Then come to the synergy for sustainability. So the climate action, and that's very urgency of that. So the The change poses an unprecedented threat to our planet, and it will be a big, big challenge to all of us. Second is the biodiversity conservation. So the more and more the forests are going, trees are being cut, it is being used, the trees are being planted, not planted. I was invited for a program in the Bangalore BBMP about a month back on the energy environment protection. So the government, some forest officer said, sir, we are going to distribute 20,000 plants in our constituency. I said it is not the distribution of the plants, it is not the important. So the plants distributed are going to the right people and right way of planting and right way of the protecting that. That's a more important, it's not distribution. That's said, yes, sir, yes, sir. So what is happening is in the way of publicity, the people are taking several measures. But how are we going to continue with that, protect that? Of course, there are several initiatives like the our late Anant Kumarji's the ex-minister, and I know that their initiative of the Hasiru Banwara, that is every Sunday they conduct the program. I also go there and help that Tejaswini Anant Kumarji in that direction also. And several initiatives are being done, several places. But how are we going to change this, the environment not destructed, not disrupted? Then the last one is I'm talking about touching about the market opportunities. So that is the most important thing, sustainable development goals to the market opportunities in food and agriculture. That is by 2030, we should aim at getting enough and good and healthy food. So now I will go with a few examples wherein I have undergone. Number one is that I worked for a company called the Global In Company, wherein I will go with my slides now, share my slides, and I will only touch upon a few points in that. I will go through very fast, quickly. Yeah, I'll make it PPT. Sorry. Okay. So this gherkin is the one crop which I was there to start in this country in 1990s, wherein it is a mini cucumber. The buyback arrangement with the farmers, with the buyback prices. And today it touched, there are more than 45, 50 companies are there in Karnataka, Andhra and Tamil Nadu. This is close to my heart. Since 1990, I work with this, the gherkins exports and the jalapenos and other things. I work with the farmer, train the farmer, and the buyback is fixed and the traceability is found, and it is being grown, cultivated under the extension system and through the training, and also procured every day, and it goes to the different countries like US, France, and the US and Europe and other things. And this is the one example or the success story of the contract farming, which helped the government, which helped the farmers, which helped the processors and the employment. So next thing is, I don't want to say what is contract farming. Everybody is aware of that, and the exports, how it is benefited. These are some of the pictures where, of course, now. So this is what when the Karnataka, the APIDA chairman Anil Swarup came, and we declared as the APIDA recognized at that point of time as an export zone. Okay. So second initiative I took up in Koraput in Odisha, wherein that is close to Vijayanagaram and Vizag, wherein the 250 acres of the land consolidated, we made collective, the captive farming we did for the potatoes for the PepsiCo. So there the farmers used to come to Bangalore or they go to Hyderabad for the livelihood, the gents and the female used to work there. The land used to be barren and they've got a water, they've got a, but they don't grow the crop except mandia or we call ragi. They used to grow there, but they don't have money to spend for the even to the fertilizer, pesticide, or the good variety of seed. We started consolidating that. We the land and also on the small way of leasing that land to them. They themselves, they were working, they were also, we were mechanized the total system with them, and we employment generated, and whatever the profit came of that, we distributed to them. That project with the, I think it has helped the so many farmers in that area, and it was along with the Coromandel fertilizers, were along with the Bayer crop science, along with the PepsiCo, all those things jointly we did that project, and it was one of the satisfaction given the, I think the more and more such the such kind of project comes, that it will be good. We are also looking at such systems. And this is what the Bayer crops and people, PepsiCo people, Coromandel people, they were all together in that land which was near to that Koraput. So the another thing was, I was working as a vice president of the Calypso Bengal Foods, wherein I also intervened in introducing the new variety of pineapple for growing and for the 100% export in jars, the pineapple slices, and also pineapple juices and other things which we did there in Siliguri, Koraput, and that area. This is another crop we are currently we are growing even now, and it is for the domestic and as well as the European and market for the jalapenos. This is, we raise the nursery to the farmers and we give it to them, and the prices are fixed. And pesticide fertilizer we give, prices are fixed. This is also giving a good revenue to the farmer. The next journey I had with the retail industry, I think, as I said in the beginning, and I was heading the Aditya Birla Retail as a country head for the fresh food division, wherein through my own SEFL initiative, and we were able to have the different collection center for the collecting all the farmers' produce and making them payment and getting that, all those things, which happened. I think in the Reliance Fresh also another initiative, they have done it similar way. The people, those who are working with me in the SEFL market of NDDB, and this is the one, I think I can say that the collection centers which has helped the eliminated the middleman, so many layers, at least the right kind of produce being grown, and some advice were given, and it was being collected, procured, graded, sorted, and it has gone to the consumers. Ultimately, the consumer is the one who pays for the money. He requires the continuous availability or the consistency in the quality, or at the best price he requires that. I think this is somewhat, it has helped in this one. The farmer training is also another important factor. We used to do that when I was heading the different this one. So there are so many such success stories are there. So number one is I said about the Operation Flood Milk Program. So wherein we created the NDDB, Dr. Korean, as when you were the chairman, I was also there working with them for almost 13 years in all over the country. So the 3-layer structure of the milk cooperatives, whether the village level cooperatives and the district level milk unions and the state level federation, of course, national level national federation. So this is the one intervention in the whole country. It has become 1960s, 70s when there was a deficit of milk, and it was the one which has helped the rural economy. And today the consumers or the producers, they are getting a better price and better revenue, and at a reasonable price the milk is available. I think no other such initiatives happen in this country so far. Of course, there are some initiatives like the fruit and vegetables or the rice, everything's happening, but not like this white revolution has happened. So similarly, it has happened. All of us, we know the green revolution happened. We know that there are Swaminathan's the rice, the hybrid varieties, and the 70s 60s we used to get the imported the wheat and other things. Today we are self-sufficient, and we are having the more of the rice and the products we are having. So there are initiatives like e-Chopola is there. Then the food parks are coming up, and there are the integrated processing units like the meat and chicken and Godrej and MTR Foods. They are also doing good job. Hindustan Liver, ITC, PepsiCo. And now I come to the three organizations where I am deeply involved for the last couple of years. Number one is the Sahaja Samruddha Organics. It is a farmer produce organization only for the organic, which has started about 14 years back in Bangalore. So this is we do with the 850 farmers. Yesterday also with the board in near Tumkur, I was there with the board, entire board. So we want to take it up to the next level. I took this board also to Tirupati about 15 days back to exposure to the board of Sahaja versus this board. This is a farmer produce company. I can say that it is one of the most successful company in the organic, the producers company in the country. I can proudly say that even the Prime Minister Modi in his Man Ki Baat, also he has mentioned about it. So this is an initiative of the farmers where the farmers land has been certified, group certification happens, the collection happens, procurement happens through the SHGs and also through the FIGs, and then it is being collected, not only the fruits and vegetables, but the groceries, millets and jaggery, all sorts of things is collected and it is going to different parts of the country. As an organic, it goes directly, it is the pure organic way it is being happening, and hats up to the some of these initiators about 14 years back. I'm only involved for the last 7 years to guide them, to advise them, and also to involve them in their different next level of this one. We're also going to take up the next the joint venture with the Selco Foundation also with them. That's what yesterday we had met. The another I think the Noro Andhra Pradesh where there is a Sahaja woman milk producers company which was started about 10 years back, 2014, where the CEO, and it's an NDDB project again. I'm proud to say that I am also the helping them to recruit the people and also helping them to understand more and more about them, because it is one of the best example of the woman milk producers company, the best woman milk producer company not in the country and also in the world, wherein 27 women, they started that the Sahaja in Tirupati, and today 1.21 lakh the women, they are the members and managed by the women chairman, managed by the women board. Of course, CEO is my own colleague who was working with me earlier. And this is the one more, I think within 10 years of time, they're able to reach 1,200 crores turnover with a rich profit, and with their prices of 40 crores, they're distributed. And several initiatives like another one more company, I'm a board of director, freshon.in. So this is a retail company where I'm involved in that as a director, and here we source directly the organic products, and we also retail to the online retail. We do is about 3,000 customers. We do that, and that's also I'm deeply involved in this the company over the last few years. So now as a university, as a vice chancellor, accidentally I became vice chancellor. Day first also I said the same thing. So wherein in Anantapur, it was there earlier, and then it was shifted to Satsai district near Gorantla. So I was almost about 1.5 years. I was the chairman there earlier. It used to be the other the scholars were there, and I managed to happen to the 200 acres of the most barren land with an IAS bureaucrat who started that university, and we were able to develop that today as a big orchard with the experimental plots and other things. And also, as an vice chancellor, I was able to do that. The first batch of when the Agri graduates came, I was able to make the first is the placements for 60%, 60% of the students. I was able to do that, and internship I was able to do that for a second batch of 100 students. And these are all the things today, entrepreneurship or the placement or the right way of the teaching or the coaching or the learning that has to happen. I think so. I was a little bit. I was lucky to have this kind of exposures for the last 44 years. I had that. And what is that future required? I think agriculture or horticulture, or it needs we know that the infrastructure is the most important thing for anything in this country to go ahead, because without infrastructure, without the road, without the good the storage or transport facilities, and the farmers cannot get the better price, and ultimately the middleman will take away. And also there should be a development of efficient marketing, electronic interchange. That's what's happening today. There are a lot of things are happening with regard to the marketing, and a lot of changes have happened. And even now, the farmers are able to assist through the technology or through the mobile or through this different way of communication, social media or printed media or or the electronic media. All those things are happening. Still, the long way to go, because some of the farmers, they may not be able to understand or they may not be able to be assess that kind of the gadgets. And one more important factor is the easy credit to available to the farmers. Today, why the farmers are coming to us to the contract farming? Because they are able to get the pesticide, fertilizer, seed, everything, it goes to them, and through the contract farming we help them, because the credit to get for their own crop through the anyway through the banks or something, it is a big issue. And the bank say that they have got a lot of money to give, and the government says that a lot of money to give, but ultimately when anybody wants to go there to the bank to get the credit, I think it is a far reach to them. I think this is what easy credit is required. Otherwise, they go to the mandis or their vendors or the people, they go to their clutches and they go vicious circle, they face that. And the crop insurance and the risk management, of course, we know that a lot of schemes have come, but still all the crops, and it has to be a little bit more, it has to be happen in a better way. Assured irrigation, I think I also touched upon in the beginning itself, the right irrigation and the methods or the right type of water and efficient water usage, a lot of drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, everything, polyhouses, everything has come up, a lot of intervention happened, but still it has not reached ultimately to the farthest place in the villages. Of course, farm bill, we know that this is what the digital market, we have started that. Now, I want to say something about, I am also a president of the Dr. Kishore mentioned about Akhila Bharatiya Grahak Panchayat. It is a body, I am, since last 3 years, I am also president of that body that operates in all over the country, wherein the consumers are the one who are the most exploited, because we know that the consumers, what in the case of everybody, all are consumers from our birth to death. But even then, if there is something happens to us, we buy the product and we don't know what is the price, we don't know what is the right quality, we know what is the right price, all those things. But when we are cheated, there is no organization to help us. So this is why during I think 1974 or something, the one initiative, just like White Revolution and the Green Revolution, one more revolution was started in Pune. That is for the Grahak Andolan started by Bindu Joshi and all. And today it is a very national movement. For the last 50 years. We are celebrating 50 years of now. And we try to solve the cases of the grievances of such cases through this Grahak KhetiKendras we have got in district level and the state level. And also, we are also having this one, we develop a lot of literatures, books and other things to make the awareness. Even in the colleges, we make the students and the faculty to be aware of the field of education, or in the field of food adulteration, or in the case of environment, or in the case of this one, the health. All these 5 sectors we take up, and we make them aware to they understand the seriousness of the consumers getting exploited, and so that they will be able to come out of that clutches of this one. So this is also, we are having a series of talks and series of lectures, series of meetings also were happening. I'm also involved in that the consumer, because as Dr. Kishore said, there is a consumer one side, there's a producer, the grower one side, both are exploited. I thought, let me also explain what is that I am doing in my assignment of last 44 years. I'm involved even now also with some 6-7 assignments. I'm enjoying thoroughly. I am satisfied with what I am doing. And thank you so much for all the audiences. Thank you, Dr. Kishore. Thank you, Lakshmanji. Thank you. And Khetivalah's initiatives of different initiatives. It is my great opportunity to have a dialogue with you. And I came to know I would like to involve Khetivalah to everywhere. I would like to publicize that in my own groups, my own this one. Thank you so much. If you have got any questions, you can come back. I have got 2-3 videos. I'm not able to show that today. because that I have not put it to my this one. It is there in the WhatsApp. This one, okay, yeah. And
Thank
I
you.
already shared
Good
that
evening,
to.
good evening, sir. This is Fanindra
Yeah.
from Kadapa, Maidipur Mandal. So I
Yes.
just want to know if you can you suggest some fixed prices vegetables like you said about jalapeno and all.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Faniraji, you are from Kadapa, na? Okay, good.
yes,
Okay,
Kadapa.
I also traveled a lot of time to Kadapa to, okay, to Pulivandila, to banana and sourcing and FIG and association and all. Okay, so the number one is the jalapenos. We give around 17.5 rupees per kilo. Okay, that's accepted qualities, and it is a crop. We give the nursery to them, and then it will be about 60 days it takes to grow, and the 35-40 days onwards flowering starts. The first harvest starts 60 days, and further it can be harvested about another 60 days of harvest. Totally it's about 120 days crop, and the farmers usually get about on an average they get about average 7 to 8 tons, and it's reasonably within 6 months with the investment about 1 lakh, and they get about 2 to 3 lakhs. And some farmers will get a 30-40 tons also in Kolar and some other places. And
Okay,
even
climate suitability, sir. What about the climate?
climate is I think it is a good, just like chili wherever we are growing. And that's like Anantpur, like Kadapa, I think it's everywhere it can grow, but the soil is the most important thing. The water is important, and not the serious summer is not that so, because the lot of thrips and aphids and the sucking pests will be an issue, because we know that the chili and other things,
Yes.
what's happening to that.
So is it the right time to? So it would be the right time to sow, right?
Correct. Usually this is the right time the seedlings are being raised, but it is against the order, against the acreage, because it is not only the seeds are being given, like we give the seed and not the seed, because again the farmer raise the nursery is a big issue, because 30 days if it is raised in the nursery, so that the healthy seedlings can be given to the farmer. About 10,000 such seedlings are being given to the farmer, and they take care of 30 days of the land also. It will be free. They can prepare the land and other things. But 25 to 30 tons also, people will get about 6 to 7 lakhs within 6 months. I think it's a good, reasonable money. We do about 300, 400 acres in a year, different parts of this one, Karnataka and some part of Andhra Pradesh. We do that. Yeah.
So in our village, if we grow at least, I mean, even a small portion, like 1 acre or 2 acres also, will you?
It is see that the transportation, transportation issue. I think 2 acres or 3 acres, it is affordable, because it is not an everyday harvesting, right? Okay, it is about 6 to 7 harvests. Even 2 acres, if the good crop comes, and even 1 truckload of this one, 3-4 tons, it can come, because the transportation also will paid by the companies that they are growing that. Okay, it is one of the good crop, better than the farmers, because the fixed price, and the pesticides and the fertilizer, it has to be used as per the recommendation, because if it goes to the export, we know that something happens in the container, and it cannot come back right now. Okay, that will be rejected. Yeah. So any export crops with a mandatory that we need to have the recommendations to be followed as per the pesticide protocols.
Sir, where can we get those saplings? How to
So it is the companies we raise and we give it. Okay, that there are companies in Bangalore, they grow that in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, you can collect my number. I can tell you that which company to be contacted and collected. Okay.
So this is
some 2, 3, 5, 6 farmers, the group of farmers, if they grow, and it is I think it will be definitely. I think I will lead you that. Okay, yeah, I will lead you to
any other crops, sir, apart from jalapeno, where we get fixed price?
So there are I'm also in the Agri Intelligence India Private Limited. Is my own with the 4 people we started a few months back. Okay, one is the seed breeder, and put in about 30 years of service and working for the US company. He's also my partner. Another is the fellow who was working with the retail and hyper markets, heading the country head, and he's also my partner. Third is the one fellow who was working with the nuts and jalapeno and gherkin for the last 30 years, and one more is in the hypermarket. The 4 people we joined together, and so I can help you in what are the other crops we are thinking about. I got a lot of orders, because being a mentor in the Agro and Food Processing Committee in Chamber of Commerce, we get a lot of queries for the exports, like the Thailand, Indonesia, and Hungary, and different parts of the country. We are meeting a lot of companies together. I think every week I meet a lot of delegates from the abroad. They and the companies that are coming, and the embassies are coming, and a lot of dialogues are happening, and a lot of other, like the onion is another issue. Another the demand is there. Chili, paprika is another demand. And yesterday I got a message from Hawaii that they require a lot of the capers, right? Okay, so there are food and agriculture is the future, and the lot of things can happen if the people and have the passion, have the commitment, and they do that. That is but a lot of people are coming. The even engineers and all, they are coming forward, and they're coming and meeting us and to start their own companies and their own exports, their own this thing, the cultivation happening. I think now the next decade is only agriculture and food and agriculture. There's no doubt about it. Without food, we can't survive, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I think you can note down my number. I will lead you tomorrow. Okay,
sure,
right?
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And Sudhakar Reddy Garu has raised his hand gesture. You could unmute and ask, sir.
So, good evening, sir. Sudhakar Reddy is my name. I am an engineer turned farmer. I was in public sector before joining this farming.
Yeah.
So, I have gone through various aspects of farming, especially with regard to MSP.
Mm.
When you have, of course, all these farm laws have been evolved based on previous experiences, and no politician opposed to the findings of 30 years.
Sir, it is again it's a big debatable issue on.
No, I'm not. I'm asking. I'm coming straight to the point.
Yeah.
When MSP is nothing to do with politics. When you have market, the demand and supply would dictate anywhere the prices. That we all know. Nobody can come into that.
Correct.
That's clear.
Yeah.
So government can be bold in saying, you see, at respective areas, when Bihar is producing 27 tons per acre per hectare, 27 quintals, whereas Andhra Pradesh is producing 63 quintals per hectare. And how do we expect MSP to be balanced? True. One cannot work against the other's interests. See, Andhra Pradesh, by virtue of its ability, or otherwise, improve the farming practices in Bihar, or otherwise make them change to other crop where their soil is capable of producing that crop and then fetching them the better prices. So that sort of regulation should happen in this country. Otherwise, how do you stay like this? See, with farm laws? However good they may be, then what is your stand on this, please?
Sir, I don't want to say about much on this issue because I have conducted during the farm laws are implemented. I used to speak with the different the firms, okay, and it has become an issue of the government versus the farmers issues. The farmers need a better price, no doubt about it, okay. So whether it is a geographical difference of the Bihar or the productivity of India versus the Israel or the Madhya Pradesh versus Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh, it's a different this one. The government can only govern. That's all. So government cannot come and implement every aspect of that. Like the Khetivalah, or like the NDDB, as I explained about that. These are the organizations have done a great job in getting a farmer better price and better productivity and production enhancement programs. They have done it. Right. So today, as you said, since last the 1947, 1950s, we are having the agriculture department, horticulture department, universities, researches, and all those things are happening. But what kind of the intervention happened? It has happened only to enhance the productivity and the production enhancement, but not for the market intelligence. Okay. The day is now, it is only, as you said, the MSP or the minimum support price, which is happening in other countries, but they are having a control over the production. So today we don't have the control over the production because we have either we have the glut or we have the peak, right? We are, of course, the demand and supply, as you said, it is a major criteria which derives the price to the product, and no one has the control over that. But but it's a big, huge country wherein the tomato prices in Madanpalli or in Kolar 4 rupees, and in Delhi it is in 20 rupees, or in Pakistan it is in 200 rupees. And logistically, how it can go to these places, right? The farmers have learned today, and the cutting of tomato from to Kolar or Madanpalli or Anantapur to this place to Calcutta, it takes the cutting of Anantapur, cutting to this place, Calcutta, cutting to Bhubaneswar, how many number of days it takes. So they are also able to do that, but transparency is a big challenge we are facing, because how long the farmers can depend on these traders who are making these arrangements. So there are certain the online marketing and all those things the government has also initiated, and I hope that more and more private intervention, private the companies, they have to come forward. That is the only way. The government alone cannot do anything. Government will not be able to do anything. It is my own feel, because an example of ITC or Pepsi or the
You must have digital marketing centers all over, sir.
Correct. You are very right. This is what we wanted to start. That I started along with NDDB's project in Whitefield, but that was too early for the country to have such kind of. I used to get a agriculture minister of Government of India to agriculture secretaries of all over the country. They used to come and meet in Safal market, but still that has not. It has worked for 3-4 years, and after that, the traders were not willing to come and participate. Government did not come and support. And that is a challenge. Today, it is the right time where digitalization is there. At that point of time, digitalization was not there in 2000, and it's too early. And when that digital marketing is happening in Germany or in elsewhere in Netherlands for different products, fruits and vegetables, or the flour and other things, it happens. In our country, as you said, it is a question mark, and that is the way. I think the private entrepreneurs, the people should come forward and do that, not the government. It is in my opinion, government, whatever it does, it will not be a success. And only the private enterprises have done this. They are doing it. They will do it. That is what my take and my experience. I worked with a multinational. I worked with the government, central government, or the state government, or with the private. In my feeling is this is what is going to happen, and we all should be able to gear up to the next. I think 10-20 years we should gear up to that level of intervention, technology development. We should be able to take it up. Thank you so much, sir. I think it's the right question, and I think it is an being a work to the public sector and getting to the farming now. I think that is a great. I think so. We can discuss offline also whenever you require. We can talk and we can do that, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And then a bit of curiosity on agriculture intelligence. Can you just throw some light on your organization and what you do?
Sir, this is an organization we started about 6 months back with the four, as I said, the four people in the industry, putting 44 years myself and another 30 years a breeder, another 30 years in the export, and another 35 years and another retail chain guy, and another, like about 250 years of experience of different field we put together. We thought that we have to do something for the export, for the farmers, and we have to do the consultancies to the farmers and to see that the farmers and at the same time the consumers are getting benefited. This is what a lot of initiatives we have started working on that. Still it is a 6 months old baby. We consult to different people like Kerala, some biofuels, biofertilizers. We do that to bring it here. Some seeds we want to intervene, and some consultancy we are doing for some companies. So this is the intelligence idea came that okay, that name itself is because we are an Indian and we are in the agriculture and we want to bring some intelligence. That's how that name has come. Okay, sir. So we want to do a lot of things in that company with the 5 of us. We are doing that in a very slow pace, which we started about 6 months back. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. And then, are there any more questions from audience? Please feel free to unmute and ask. Raju, you can unmute and talk.
Hello, sir. My name is Raju Tadigri from Telangana, Warangal. I'd like to hear from you about the fresh herbs export to Europe, and then what is the scope, and especially European countries looking for basil, sage, lemongrass, and the other herbs, fresh herbs. And also, what is the scope for dry herb marketing and export?
Yeah, I think as you said, some of these herbals have got a good demand in the European market. So we also do that a little bit of things we started now, like but European standards and European, what is that, NAP, NPOP, that quality standards are not, we are not able to meet it, some companies. So the farmer or the integrator who's doing, if can abide by that, the guidelines, that we can export that. There is a huge demand, right? Okay, fresh produce. But issue is here is it is unlike other countries like the American, Latin America, the Africa, the other places wherein they have the subsidized or the lowest freight charges. We cannot export the, we have got so much of dollars we have to pay for. Even I used to export to Europe papayas and fresh fruits from Rotterdam, from Bangalore, right? Okay, so for 10 rupees of papaya per kilo, I will have to pay about 61 euro that time we used to pay. Even now, unless and until the government or APIDA comes forward to subsidize this export of especially the freight charges. Fresh means it has to go through only through the air, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Some of these things are going from Bangalore or from Hyderabad and different places, but only the high value crops, high value fruits and vegetables are going. Okay, not the low value, because it is a low value means the freight charges are very high. The most of our products exports are going only through the containers. Okay, so Middle East is the one, the shortest distance wherein a lot of products are going now. Again, Middle East is depending upon the African countries wherein the price competitiveness, everything is there. But that is a better place. And Malaysia has come up, Thailand is coming up, and I met a couple of the ambassadors to those countries. They have come recently, and they're also opening up now the Indian markets, Indian exports to happen. Even Japan, they came about several times, and some of us are also going to Japan now. Some about 20 companies, they have come up recently. They met us, and I took them around, and all those things are happening. So the export potential is going to be bigger and bigger, and possibilities and opportunities are big. But similar way, we are also having the challenges of meeting their quality standards, and the pesticides is the biggest challenge we are going to have, because if we are consolidating, if we are going our own, it's okay. So just an example to give you our drumstick. Drumstick, we are all I think we are all eating the drumstick parts, right? Okay, today the drumstick leaves, it has got so much of demand in the European countries where it is being dried in the powders. And
dry moringa leaves, yes.
Yeah, moringa leaves.
Yeah, moringa.
And turmeric, ginger, right? These are the spices. These are all the big markets in this Europe and the US markets and the Middle East also. Okay, and as you said, lemongrass. In my own small plot here, next to my house here, I also take up lemongrass, Ayurvedic plants, drumstick, bananas, everything go in the 30 by 50 plot. I grow that, and I use my own house purpose, and I distribute to the colony where I was also the president of this layout where 1,000 families are here. Okay, I think you are very right. The days are not far off, and we have to think of more and more of export. That's the only way. of the high value crops, and only the government, some intervention, the people will have to go and put up for that. How can the government can subsidize the air freight charges for that?
Yeah, that's the main concern, sir.
Correct,
Like, you know,
correct, right.
we are doing lemongrass to UK, but the freight charges are way too expensive. It's coming to 200 rupees per kg.
Yes, I know, you know that, right?
Okay. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at, like, you know, what can we do to get some kind of subsidy or support from APADA?
One is the subsidy, and second is the value addition, right? Okay, anything we do that value addition. I don't know, lemongrass. What can we do as a lemon instead of going as a fresh? Can we do something?
That is what my other angle is, like, you know, why don't we dry it and send it, like, you know, dry basil, dry lemon.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, so that will kind of, you know, save a lot of time and space. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you have any information, please share it.
Please, definitely. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Sudhakar Reddy garu. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, and all of you. Other than the speaker, please kindly click on the link that is given, basically to incentivize your certificate issuance. Please shower your thoughts in it. We would regularize this every event. We will capture your thoughts. Essentially, it's a kind of a registration process. Just spend 2-3 minutes on it while others may be asking questions to the learned scholar today. Continue to ask questions as other colleagues may be filling the form that is kept there by Siddhant and our organizing team. Any other questions? Please feel free to ask.
I have a question to Dr. Kishore, which you said you are bringing out an Krishi, that one magazine that it is coming up. In which language it is coming?
It's predominantly in English, sir, and we would
okay.
Also,
I would like to subscribe that. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. You can send a link to me, and so that I can make the payment
Definitely,
and get it regularly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's a bi-monthly, and we would also bring it up in other languages soon and make it every month.
Okay. Great.
And there is that conclave that is coming up. Would like you to join us as one of our advisors and shape the event.
It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So team, just fill in the link that is shared by a colleague, and then feel free to ask much more questions. You can even type it in the chat box, and we will just ask on your behalf. If you just want to type a question, go ahead and do that.
Dr. Kishore, I want, because I was also overwhelmed, and the way you have structured Khetivalah, the team and the initiatives. I want also you to maybe through the webinar or something to my Chamber of Commerce, one of the session, 1 hour or something. I want you to spend with us, so that it will be my great pleasure if you can agree to that, maybe within 2-3 months.
Sure, sir. We will actually, I will also ask my Khetivalah team members to join me, and then we will represent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It will be great, the great initiatives, and I'm excited. Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. That Khetivalah conclave is going to touch base many countries together.
Okay.
We have been in touch with several universities in abroad.
Okay.
Japanese, Filipinos, and German.
Okay. So. Great. So unless and until we are not thinking outside, we are not going outside, we are not exposed to other places, we will think that we are in the silos. We think we are only doing a great job, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
That India is a food surplus country.
Yeah.
It's only temporary solace, but the challenges are there for future crisis.
Yes.
Climate change, as you mentioned, and also maybe the political disturbances in the world will raise more demands and less supply.
Yes.
Probably that is a good opportunity for India to fill the gap.
Yeah.
increase its productivity. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, thank you. So team, to spend 2-3 more minutes to fill up the link that is shared by Siddhant. Also look at the Instagram KV Dialogues page later on, and our channel also, WhatsApp channel, and fill the feedback form, and then we will continue. And we will see you all in the next session too. Organizers, just spend a couple of minutes observing and then do the needful. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the scholar, Dr. Narasimha Nakshathri Garu, and he has spent a lot of time explaining the questions from our team and also interacting with us, and it's very encouraging for us on this Friday evening to talk about the market situation, which is very important question, because all farmers more or less they know what they are doing, but most of the Indian farmers need advice on the financial matters, economy aspects, how to make more money and return on investment, considering a farmer as a businessman. And this kind of program that definitely makes them more entrepreneuristic and agripreneurs.
Yes.
And and happy that you are moving ahead with your initiative, like your startup kind. Is this Agri Intelligence is startup right now, or
It's a startup. It's a startup.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm also doing a lot of startups, the awards and other things we also do in BCIC. Okay. It's also, there are 2 ways multiply happening. This is my own startup wherein I am also mentoring startups in the Chamber of Commerce. Okay.
Right.
Both ways we are doing that. Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Kishore Garu. Yeah,
Thank you very much,
it was
sir.
a pleasure spending day, and I wish you all the best, and hope to meet or hope to dialogue and hope to be in touch with in future. Okay.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Sudhakar Reddy Garu, for your questions and everyone else who asked questions and interacted.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you all the participants and Sudhakar Reddy Garu and Kadapa, one more person, and Telangana, all of you.
Ravi, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, and hope we
Funny.
will have dialogues and we'll be in touch. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you, Funny.
Good night, sir. Good night. Thank you.
Narasimha Reddy Garu, thank you very much.
Okay.
So organizers, just stop the recording and take care of remaining 4 minutes.
Sure, session. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Hope everyone has filled the feedback form also.